registered psychotherapist of Finland in Ontario, and we were discussing about mindfulness, research about mindfulness, what can help us to stay more present, more focused on our relationships, and what we can do in order to train our brains to stay more present, more focused, and what are some benefits and disadvantages of not being able to stay present. So what does mindfulness and constantly bringing your attention back to present moment does to your brain? First of all, we have discussed that some parts of the brain are becoming thicker, and this means that this would make it for you easier to focus in the future. So if you've genuinely found this webinar to be helpful for you, what difference would you like to see with yourself? What you would like to be different? Suppose that this conversation was useful and you started to be present more often. What would be the first sign that you are being more present? What would tell you that this conversation was worth having? If you were more present tomorrow, what would you notice about yourself? Who else might notice that you are being more present? What would they see you doing differently? According to Sarah Lazar's Harvard research, long-term meditators show measurably thicker cortex in regions linked with attention, introspection, sensory processing, and in areas showing accelerated age-related thinning, meditators show less decline. And according to Judson Brewer's research on default mode network, they found that experienced mediators show significantly less daemon activity during meditation and even during rest, and the wandering mind becomes less dominant. Then, according to Richard Davidson's effective neuroscience research, mindfulness practice shifts baseline brain activity toward the left prefrontal cortex, associated with approach, motivation, positive emotion, and resilience, and reduces amygdala reactivity, making the stress response less automatic and intense. And so how much mindfulness practice is needed to produce benefits? So as we have already discussed, even 8-10 minutes of daily mindfulness practices can help to produce measurable improvement in attention and stress reactivity within few weeks. So this means that you don't have to spend hours while trying to help yourself to focus better. Even 8-10 minutes of mindfulness exercises would be useful for you. You have previously asked what's my favorite color. I'm sure that people who know me already know which colors I love. And sometimes it's difficult for me to notice when you are writing comments because I'm trying to focus on the content. I'm sorry about it if I missed any of your questions. And so encouraging yourself, motivating yourself to stay focused is also important. Benefits begin immediately. You don't have to meditate for years to start experiencing these effects. And also remembering about times when you're able to stay present. What was there about you that made it possible? What was happening during those moments? Maybe you would notice that if you are able to sleep better, or if you are less stressed, or if you are in certain environments, if your social functioning is changing, this helps you to to focus better. Or maybe you are using different activities, hobbies, interactions, maybe you are reading more, maybe you are resting more, maybe you are being physically active, maybe you are having different eating patterns. So asking yourself these questions can help you to find out what exactly is there that's contributing for your ability to be focused and present, and how this was also impacting your relationships, your life. What did it mean for you? Oftentimes people get more focused and more motivated to change, to improve themselves when they are able to see the consequences of whatever they are doing and how it's impacting their life. I want to argue tonight that most important form of presence is the one with the greatest impact on human flourishing is relational presence. being genuinely fully with another person, and it's very rare nowadays because of the social media, because of a lot of distractions. You would rarely find someone who is really trying to understand you, truly trying to understand your point, and it's very valuable because it's very rare. And according to research also in psychotherapy, this is one of the factors that contributes towards change, towards healing, real connection with a human being. That's why, for instance, there are a lot of research right now that are being conducted with AI, and they are discussing whether AI can replace a traditional psychotherapy. And in my opinion, AI can never do things that a real human therapist would do, because uh, one of one of factors contributing towards change and healing is this real human connection, and AI can never replace the human connection, human feelings. And therefore, even though there are many advantages, benefits of using AI for mental health, I believe that it can never be replaced. I believe that it can never replace the human being's place. And John Gottman's research on couples shows that the single best predictor of relationship quality is not conflict resolution skills or communication skills. It's still what is called the turning towards bits. When one partner makes a bit of connection, whether it's a command, question, or gesture, the other also turns toward, turns away, or turns against. And turning toward means that a full, genuine attention. And this simple act, accumulated over thousands of interactions, is the architecture of relationship quality. And the art of being heard. According to Carl Rogers, the founder of person centered therapy, it was identified empathetic understanding as the most therapeutic factor one person can offer another. And this ability to be simply with the person, to understand the person deeply, not giving advices, not giving solutions, not using distractions, but fully listening to a person, was found one of most considerable factors that creates change and deep healing. And research also confirms this, that feeling heard, genuinely heard, is one of the most powerful experiences to human relationships. It reduces stress, increases trust, and deepens connections. And also, spending time in nature was found to considerably impacting ability of a person to stay present. According to Rachel and Stephen Kaplan's attention restoration theory, natural environments restore capacity for directed attention, but they also offer something beyond restoration, the experience of being genuinely present in a world that is not demanding or evaluating you. So, research on awe, an emotion specifically induced by experiences of vastness and beauty, often in nature, shows that awe produces a sense of presence, shrinks the sense of self, and increases prosocial behavior and life meaning. And Dacher, Kettner, and U.S. Berkeley also found that even brief experiences of awe significantly increase well being, generosity, and the sense of having enough time. Maybe you have also noticed that when you are able to walk in nature, or when you are able to get outside, people become calmer, and generally it's easier for them to focus, to stay present, and they feel rested. And you can also experiment and try to notice what exactly is helping you to stay focused, to stay present. And simplest mindfulness practice is taking one deliberate breath, taken before any significant transition, whether it's before a meeting, before picking up the phone, before a meal, before a conversation with someone you love. Just taking deep breaths is another factor that can help you to connect with present moment. And each breath is a return to the present, a moment of intentional arrival. Over time, this practice builds the habit of presence as a default rather than exception. So, what exactly helps you to stay present? And when it happens, what personal qualities support your ability to be present? How have you learned to do that? What strengths are you drawing on when you stay present. Who in your life helps bring this version of you? Maybe you would notice that certain people are contributing for your well-being, and maybe you would notice some environments, some places, or some books, or I don't know, some habits, some activities help you to stay present. So it can differ for everyone. Even there is a lot of research conducted on different fields what can help to stay present, but everyone's strategies are unique and only you can answer and find out the answer, since that's what we are doing in psychotherapy. Even though we are trained in different strategies, therapies, approaches, the only one person who can definitely know what works for you is you. And we're just asking you different questions and helping you to understand yourself better and to heal. You can try to commit to one conversation per day with no phone present and see what's happening. You will notice that there are a lot of changes in the way you react, in the way you connect with people. And even putting your phone into another room might considerably change the results of how you are working. For instance, if you are trying to complete certain tasks, if you are trying to finish any homework assignment, or if you want to focus on your work, try placing distractions away, and you would notice it's easier for you to focus, it's easier to concentrate. And identifying 3 daily activities that might help you to focus better. And you can also set certain times when you want to do mindfulness. Maybe when you are drinking tea, or maybe when you are taking meals. Pay attention to the texture of your meal. Is it hot or cold? To the color, or to the colors, textures that are around you. While you are reading a book, for instance, try to notice what are colors, sizes of the letters, and try to taste your food while you are eating. And when you are walking to your next destination, try to notice the path, what's been different, which trees, which flowers are there. So even using 8 to 10 minutes for meditation can considerably help to change your brain chemistry and shape of your brain, and considerably impact your ability to stay focused. And you can review your progress each time. Ask yourself, where was I most fully present this week? Where was I most absent? And physically, maybe you were physically there, but psychologically you were somewhere else. And what specifically was pulling you away when you were absent? This audit builds metacognitive awareness of your present patterns. So this would mean that you would be thinking about your thoughts, and this creates distance and helps you to realize about how useful are your thoughts and how you can create change, what you can do different. And that is the moment when you can change relationship with your thoughts. For instance, if certain thoughts create some feelings for you and you start to react differently, maybe, for instance, if certain thoughts or people's opinion is creating strong feelings within you, and you are being pulled away into different directions, or if you are going to the past or to the future and it's difficult for you to stay present, metacognition, stepping away and noticing your thoughts, would help you to realize and to approach to the thoughts as just thoughts. And this would also increase your ability to stay present, to stay calm, to stay balanced. So is it possible to be too present, and what's the point of not planning? Mindfulness doesn't mean only attending to the moment. It means bringing full awareness of whatever you are doing, including planning. You can plan mindfully, fully engaged with the planning process, rather than planning while half distracted. And presence is a quality of engagement, not a prohibition on future-oriented thought. And we also discussed in previous sessions that whenever people are able to dedicate certain time for planning, and when they can sit and more deliberately, intentionally think about future time and write down and plan, it's being more productive rather than doing things spontaneously, because it involves more calmness, more intention. And while you are trying to do everything in last moment or to decide, this can create more tension. And some of you have asked, my mind won't stop, how do I actually practice presence? Wandering mind is not a failure, it's the nature of mind. Everyone's mind is wandering, but some of us might be wandering more because of genetic factors, physiological factors, or stress levels, or environmental, social factors. But the good news is that all brains can change because of neuroplasticity of the brains, and as we have explained, using mindfulness is one of the easiest strategies to change your brain and your ability to focus better. And mindfulness doesn't mean stopping thoughts, because none of us can stop the thoughts or automatic feelings. Even psychiatrists, psychologists, none of us we are able to stop the thoughts, but we can learn to respond to thoughts differently. And the moment you notice your mind was wandering, that noticing includes mindfulness, and the return is the practice. Every distraction followed by return is one repetition of the practice. So if your mind is wandering, this doesn't mean that you are failing or you are doing something wrong. It's the natural process, and mindfulness involves actually wandering. And when you are bringing your attention gently back, it's the moment when you are training your brain. So we have discussed so far about different approaches and about mindfulness and different strategies that you can use in your daily life to improve your focus, concentration, ability to focus. And we have also discussed that there are many different types of mindfulness. There is yoga, for instance, meditation. There are a lot of groups that are meditating. There are even approaches that are based on mindfulness, and there are different mindfulness-based reduction programs of CBT or acceptance commitment therapy that is fully engages with mindfulness, and different approaches also integrating mindfulness into their daily practices. And during the therapies also, we are helping our clients by helping them to meditate, to notice, to connect with the present moments. It's one of strongest tools that we can use to calm ourselves down, to help ourselves to stay present, to regulate our emotions, and to succeed in daily life, in our work. And therefore, it's important to learn to stay present, especially at this age when we are full of distractions, when computers, tablets, social media have taken so much place in our lives. And also, if we want to leave a good heritage for our kids, it's important for us to learn to stay present, to stay focused in our interactions, because we are modeling this to our kids, and we will be contributing to their future as well. Because if we can live in the present moment, if we can model staying focused, they will also learn from us, and this would make their lives easier. And so here, what I want you to carry from tonight: your life is not waiting for you to arrive. It's happening right now in this moment, and any change, anything is happening in the present moment. That's why it's so much precious. And the only question is whether you are actually here for it. Being here, fully here, is the most radical act of self-respect and love available for you in any moment, including this one. I hope this video was helpful for you. If you would have any questions, don't forget to leave your questions in the comments. Thank you for coming, thank you for your attention, and see you in the next videos again. Take good care of yourself.